What's up guys, before we get into today's video, I want to let you know that me and Wyatt are going to be racing in the 2.4 hours of Les Mullets. That is this weekend, November 19th, over at the Freedom Factory. I want to let you guys know to get your tickets now, because if you get them before Friday, you'll save $5 on the pay-per-view ticket. But we are really excited. We're going to try to take home that dub.
Yep, it'll be my
boys coming in strong.
It'll be my first time racing the Vicks at the Freedom Factory, so I'm pumped for it. Hopefully we can make something happen. W would be nice.
It does get pretty reckless out there, so you guys don't want to miss it.
There is a stout stack up of drivers in this one, so there's some good competition out there, but it should be cool.
Yep, and all the Vicks have fresh Nitto tires on them. They got roll cages. They actually got legit racing seats in them now, so we won't be flopping around.
Yeah, sliding everywhere.
Yep, they got legit seats in there. They're still on nitrous, so it's always a fun race to watch for sure. So be sure to grab your tickets, and I believe if you get a ticket for the Les Mullets race, you also get a in on the live stream for the burnout contest at the Cletus and Cars event. You get to see that live as well. That is included with the Les Mullets pay-per-view, I believe.
And we'll be at the Cletus and Cars event as well. So
yeah, we'll be out there as well.
Come out there and see us. We'll be out there with our booth, some cars. Come out and say hello.
Hell yeah, boys. Make sure you grab your tickets. It's going to be sweet. And we only have a week left on the red MR2 giveaway back over there. Yep. That is theboostedboys.com. Every $5 you spend, you'll get a chance to win the MR2. We got a lot of work to do on that thing still, but it's coming along. So go grab your tickets, boys. Doing some tuning?
Yeah, I'm about to fall back inside though because it's raining.
Yeah, it's starting to drizzle a little bit. We got Van back over here, VP Auto Glass, getting the windshield put back into the car now that the cage is all done, because we are trying to get this thing ready to go to the track tomorrow. Right now I'm working on the steering column. We had to cut the tabs off of this guy because we had the factory kind of bash bar that went underneath the dash, but now we don't have that anymore. So I had to cut the mounts we made off of that guy, and we have to reattach the steering column to this front dash bar on the new cage right there. So once he is done getting the windshield in, I will move on to that, get the steering wheel in place, and we'll be good to go from there. We already got the seat bolted back into the car, and we have to put the fuel tech back in it, plug everything back in, make sure this thing still wants to fire up, get the doors back on it, and she should be pretty much ready to go for tomorrow.
One piece used glass.
There it is. We are able to keep it in one piece and reuse the windshield that came out of this thing.
Like it's never been changed, right?
Yep, like it never even happened. What'd you say, set it and forget it?
Set it and forget it.
There she is. Windshield is back into the car.
Mid sevens, that's low.
No, it did a high. It's only done it once. Did a 7.9.
My prediction is 7.6.
You think a 7.6? That would be crazy if it could.
There's nothing to catch on.
Oh, there's nothing to catch on to?
Yeah, that's it.
We probably need to get a new cowl for this thing. She's a little loose, but as long as it holds on for 180 miles an hour, we'll be all right.
All you're gonna hear is this.
How long does this windshield need to cure?
About 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so we're good for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
She'll hang on.
Yeah, I use dial, so I use that good stuff.
So it ain't coming off.
Nah, hell no. Ain't going nowhere.
That windshield comes off, I'm hitting you up.
That's it. You got my number. You know where I'm at.
Yep.
VP Elite Auto Glass.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
They do it good, we do it better. Alright, Kyle. Later, guys.
See ya.
Yep, take it easy, Kyle.
Good night. Should be able to gently let that go.
Yeah, just drop.
I'd hit that bottom a little bit.
Alright guys, the MR2 is just about all back together. got the doors on, the steering column is welded, and we put everything back together inside the car. Got the fuel tech back on the column there. We got our switch panel kind of zip tied into place. We were going to put the dash back in here, but we figured, you know, we don't need it and it's less weight. So for now, we're just going to send it how it is. I was actually wanting to do a carbon fiber dash in the future, and I literally just notched the dash to make it fit. We'll probably play with that another day, but for right now, we're just going to send it without it. But yeah, another thing is that we're not going to be able to run the T-tops when we take this thing to the track because they no longer fit. So we are going to be testing how much wind these guys can take right here. These are like little splitters that are spring loaded, and when you take the T-tops off, these are just to help deflect the air when you're driving the car normally. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what these are doing at 180 miles an hour. I might put a GoPro and see how far these suck down in the wind. But yeah, we don't have T-tops for this thing. We're waiting on a full carbon fiber top to come in. So for right now, we're just gonna have to drive it without it. But you know, we got the cage and everything in there. There's no reason we can't run without these for right now. And I also got the parachute handle all mounted up. That is up there, ready to go. So we are just about ready to get this thing loaded up. I think the only thing to do now is see if she wants to fire up. So let's go ahead, turn that on, get our fuel tech going. All ready to go for tomorrow. We're just gonna go ahead and get it loaded up into the trailer. Up she goes. Barely clearing the chute. We need a trailer like this.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. Ready to do some racing?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, I hope I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Hayden's first pass gonna be today in his car. We got the MR2 over here. Got Jamie's Civic back there. And I think we're about ready. We just went over everything, got him prepped, ready to put him in line. We have a somewhat private test session today. It's limited to only 75 cars. Slick and radial cars only, and the track prep is really good. So we're ready to go put these things in line. Let's see what happens. All right, boys, we got the MR2 in line, ready to go. We turned it up about 2 PSI, so we haven't ran the car since Texas, and we're just going to do a quick shakedown. I mean, if it leaves good, I'll stay in it. Like I said, we're not running the T-top, so when I go up, we're actually gonna duct tape the windows to the roll cage. We already did it to the passenger side. I just wanna make sure the windows don't pop out of place since we don't have the T-tops holding them anymore. But yeah, other than that, we should be good to go. Put it in line, send it. I got a GoPro on the little splitter deals right here. We'll see what happens to these when we're going fast. All right, boys, here we go. First pass in the MR2 with the new cage. We turned it up a little bit, like we said. Just gonna send it, see what happens. Hopefully we can back up that 7.
bad, not bad. 935 or 159-ish. 150, 159?
Yeah, it's coming around.
So it looks like we need to add some more on the launch. The track prep is really, really good right now. And we also did add a touch more weight into the nose of the car. So we're just gonna have to bump up the launch there and try it again. But I did want to drive the car down the track just to make sure everything felt good, and she feels good to go. So we just gotta make this thing leave. All right guys, we got the MR2 back over here and we looked at the log. It turns out that we are still hitting traction control. So it's not an issue with not enough power off the line. We don't need to give it more boost or anything. I forgot that this is what we were trying to figure out while we were in Texas still, and we had the same issue there. We also had the same issue when we first ran the 7. We actually turned traction control completely off, and then it finally went and ran the 7-second pass. But now that we have some more time, we are slowly opening that window up more and more for the allowed slippage for traction control, and we were still hitting traction control trying to launch in first gear. So we're just trying to slowly open that window up because we want traction control to be set up and working properly, because if the car gets down the track and starts to knock the tires and get all squirrely, we want traction control to be working. But when you launch the car, it's going to naturally have a little more wheel speed than down the track. So we're still opening that window up to allow for some more wheel speed on the launch, and then hopefully it won't bog, and we'll get it to go. So we're gonna put it in line right now, give it another go. Also, I took the engine cover off, it's over here, because I had the GoPro on the windshield watching the little splitter thing move down, and the engine lid was coming up the whole pass, and I never knew it did that. We don't have a latch in the back because all of that got cut out when we went to twin turbo and cut the whole wall out of the back of the car, so we need some like Zeus clips or something for the engine lid. But yeah, we just got that off for now, put it back in line, try it again.
No, he didn't live. He cut on it.
Did it cut?
I think it cut.
It did a big wheelie.
They would have been riding out on that one. You have to have a good view.
I got a good shot of that.
It was gonna ride out. Was that cut or was it you?
Boost cut. I'm not pedaling that shit. I was fucking riding that shit out.
Dude, that
I
thing
wanted to
came
feel
down
that thing.
perfect.
What's your
and
boost
just
cut
rode
out?
Sent it a little hard.
Dude, it's not the boost cut. I gotta figure out the map control on it. I'm not turning the boost cut.
No, I was asking. Was that? Did it hit cut right there or no?
It cut instantly, yeah.
So turn it up.
I'm not turning the boost cut up. I'm gonna figure out the map control. Yeah, that makes no sense.
It was gonna settle down. It would have settled before it hit the cut.
No, he's saying he wants to figure out the boost control. He thinks the boost control is going to keep going.
Yeah, it's going straight to the moon. Like it won't. It's not controlling it like it at all. So it's just got way too much duty, and I think down low. Is that wheel coming off too?
Yeah.
Or is it three wheel?
No, it was
both wheels.
Both wheels.
It was definitely flexing a little bit.
Wait for it.
The anti-roll bar. Damn, that would have been real good.
Yeah, it would have rode out. Just get it from spiking the boost, but then up the boost cut and let it make a pass.
It seems like it's gonna hit. I mean, it's gonna ride out.
I think if you just leave it there and let it not
Like 22.
If it rode there and held that boost,
That's all I would.
and
Yeah.
it didn't hit cut, that would have been.
Yeah, it would have been not. Yeah, because I could.
What was the slip? Did you get the slip?
It did a 1.360, but I think it might have went down before the 60.
It might have been on the back tire too.
It didn't even feel that crazy inside the car. It felt like, because like it wheelies but then rides out with it. It doesn't just come like straight up.
one was completely my bad. Forgot to turn the slipper on. I was focused on trying to race the guy next to me when I should have just been doing my own thing. Completely forgot about the switch, and I just dumped the clutch. I guess it chattered really hard, and it spun the tires obviously pretty good. But I drove it back. It almost sounds like the transmission might be making a noise. That could have not been good on the drive line. But taking it down the return road and even on the track, everything seemed to be good. So I'm gonna do another kind of just test drive, make sure it's okay, and then I think we will try it again. That was definitely a rookie moment on my part. Forgot the slipper, but you know, it happens. Gonna try it again though. Hopefully the trans is okay. I think we're calling it there for today, guys. That does not sound very good. It goes into all the gears okay, and I was debating making another pass, but it's really just not worth it. I really just wanted to line the car up with Hayden. He's still testing, and he still probably has a few more passes to go before he's dialed, and honestly, that probably could have been the pass if I hit the freaking slipper, dude. Rookie mistake on my part, but you know, I got anxious racing the guy next to me. I don't race the MR2 often, and I completely forgot to turn the icebox on and the switch for the slipper. Lesson learned, and yeah, unfortunately the trans took a hard hit because the track prep out there is very good right now, super sticky track. So I just dumped the clutch on a extremely sticky track, chattered the tires, and the insides of the transmission did not like that. So unfortunately we're gonna have to pull it out and just take a look at it. So is what it is, boys. That is racing. We'll just have to come back out for that 7 next time.
The challenges.
A little tight.
It'll actually work.
Fully made it.
There you go.
Ripped my shirt earlier.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks.
MR2 slowed it up, and Jamie's Civic blew up.
These things happen.
We're out for the count. So now we're just here to watch Hayden go. He's still dialing his car in over there. Looks like he's getting ready to make another hit. Alright, this might be Hayden's final pass because they are calling it here soon at the track. So hopefully he gets a good rip. They've been fighting boost control issues all day. Every time he's been launching it, it's been hitting a boost cut. He's made a couple passes where it doesn't hit boost cut rolling into it. So hopefully it just all comes together here because this might be the last hit of the night. Come on, Hayden. I just want to see this thing make a rip. He's come so far. Still hitting boost cut. Boo! Sometimes you have good track days and sometimes you have bad ones.
Today's been a majority of bad.
Yeah, all of us didn't do so good today.
Yeah, just point the camera at Jamie. His face of sorrow.
I went faster than all you. So
Jamie
also blew the hell up.
So Jamie went the fastest and broke his car the worst. Hayden went the slowest, but his car is still together. And then I'm just right in the middle. Mine's like kind of broken. Well, boys, not exactly how our day at the track was supposed to go. We were hoping we would have a little bit more success than we did. The transmission's gonna have to come out of the MR2 because it's making a noise. I didn't want to push it any harder. I think it would have just exploded if I tried to race it again. Jamie's car has a hole in the block, hucked a rod, and then Hayden's car still runs fine, but he needs more time dialing it in because they're having issues finding where the boost control threshold lies. So he was hitting a constant boost cut when he tried to turn it up to launch it, but it did do a sick wheelie, which was awesome, and it was his first time ever taking his car to the track.
Yep.
So overall, it went pretty good.
I mean, for just barely cruising it on the street and doing light loads to make sure the fuel map was going to be okay, or the fuel table was going to be okay, I'd say it went kind of how I expected it to go. I mean, it did a cool wheelie, got to test out the suspension and stuff, and just do more time, like you said, to figure out the map control on that 4-port. So
it shows its potential. That once it's figured out, it's going to go pretty fast.
Yep. Yeah, like the best pass I did yesterday was a 599 at 100 miles an hour in the 8th, and it was on a messed up pass, so it's definitely got some potential there.
Yeah.
Just happy to have it out after, last time it was out was 2019 ice cream cruise, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm just sad that we can't line them up now because Hayden's going to be leaving soon, and we were supposed to race the RX-7 and the MR2. We've been hyping it up this whole time, but we had some issues yesterday, and we were rushing getting the MR2 put back together so we could make it happen. But, you know, it just goes like that sometimes. You're just going to have to make a trip back down, or I might have to come to you, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, either way, maybe you come up to Colorado with the MR2 to do some racing for the PSCA stuff or something, or I'll come back down here, but we'll get both of them sorted and solid, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll make it happen one day. We might just have to wait another couple of years or something.
That would be ridiculous.
And I also wanted to mention, because I know you guys are going to comment about it, these back bars on the cage here are not tied in right there because we still need to do that. We have Lexan windows that are coming in for the car, and those are very hard to get to, but when we do the Lexan rear here in the back glass, we'll be able to get to those and fully weld it. But for the 25-1 cert, we actually don't even need those bars to pass.
Yeah.
So nothing in the book. Hold up, you're really dark right here. There we go. Tell them, Hayden.
Yeah, there's actually no rules on a 25-1 that specifies anything for the back bars, so you don't need them at all. They don't care about them. So they really don't matter right now, so it'll still get started as a 25-1, no issues. But tying those back bars will help tie the cage into the chassis, and it'll definitely be better for it. But for now, it'll still cert. So
yeah, and I think before the MR2 goes back out to the track anyways, we're going to get all that done because, like I said, it was kind of a last-minute push to get it ready for today. But yeah, we'll do the Lexan. We have that to show you guys. Get the engine cover actually latched down. We still have that off because it was trying to fly away. That active aero mod. But yep, that's about it. You know what it is, guys? You know what the real issue is here? I don't think it worked because I didn't get the page all the way painted. You know, I rushed it, didn't get our paint on the page like we needed, and I think that's just why she wouldn't go. That must be it. Also, guys, don't forget, we have less than a week before we give away the red MR2. We still got to get the engine back in it. We're going to be hustling on this thing this week, but be sure to get entered, theboostedboys.com. We'll see you guys later.